The police station was cold that night, its flickering fluorescent lights buzzing faintly above rows of hard plastic chairs. A little girl, no more than 12, sat clutching a worn backpack against her chest. Her sneakers tapped nervously on the tiled floor. Across from her, a police officer leaned back in his chair, arms crossed, a half-smile on his face. "Kid," he chuckled, shaking his head, "you can't just waltz in here and tell me your dad is Special Forces. This isn't some movie." The girl's lip trembled, but her eyes didn't waver. "He was. My dad's a veteran. And he is Special Forces. You don't know him like I do." The cop laughed again, softer this time, as if humoring her. "Sweetheart, if your dad's really that important, why haven't I heard of him? Where is he now?" The girl hugged her backpack tighter. Her voice cracked. "He's outside. He didn't want to come in, because he doesn't like talking about what he's done." Her father, Daniel Carter, sat on the curb outside the station. A quiet man with calloused hands and tired eyes, he wore jeans and a faded Marine Corps hoodie. His posture was straight, but there was a heaviness in the way he rested his arms on his knees. Daniel had been many things in his life: soldier, protector, husband, but now, after losing his wife to illness, he was simply Dad. And that title was the one he carried with the most pride. But tonight was different. His daughter had seen a man at the park earlier harassing a mother and her child. Daniel had stepped in, firm but calm. What no one knew was that the man had ties to dangerous people in town. And now, after following them home, Daniel's daughter begged him to go to the police. But Daniel hated attention. Hated the spotlight. He just wanted to live quietly. Inside, the officer kept pressing. "Your dad saved you from some bad guy, and now you're here to tell me he's some kind of, what? Secret soldier? Navy SEAL?" The girl's cheeks burned. "Not a SEAL. Special Forces. He doesn't brag about it, but he was. He only cares about protecting people. That's who he is." The officer sighed and shook his head. "Kid, do you know how many people come in here with wild stories? Look, your dad might be a good man, but Special Forces? That's a big claim." Just then, the front doors opened. Every head in the room turned. Daniel walked in slowly, his broad frame silhouetted in the dim streetlight behind him. He wasn't wearing medals, or a uniform, or anything that screamed hero. Just that old hoodie, his steady eyes, and a quiet strength that seemed to shift the air. The officer opened his mouth, but before he could speak, a voice came from the back of the station. "Sergeant Carter?" A man in civilian clothes stepped forward, gray-haired, with a limp in his walk. He was another veteran, working security at the station. His face broke into a grin. "I'll be damned. Carter. Green Berets, right? We trained together in Bragg, didn't we?" The officer's jaw dropped. Daniel smiled faintly and gave a nod. "Yeah. A long time ago." The room went quiet. Suddenly, the little girl's words didn't sound so far-fetched. The officer, now red-faced, cleared his throat. "Sir, I didn't realize." Daniel raised a hand. "Don't worry about me. Just make sure that man we reported is kept away from families. That's what matters." It wasn't about recognition. It never was. The officer finally understood. This wasn't a man chasing glory. This was a father, a veteran, a protector who had given years of his life to serve in silence, and now continued serving in the most important way of all, raising his daughter with courage and compassion. The girl ran to Daniel, grabbing his hand. "See? I told you, Daddy. You are special." Daniel crouched, looking her in the eyes. "No, sweetheart. I'm just your dad. That's all I need to be." But as they walked out of the station, everyone in the room knew the truth. Sometimes the greatest heroes are the ones who never asked to be called one. Moral: you don't need medals, applause, or recognition to be extraordinary. Real strength is shown through quiet acts of love, courage, and sacrifice, the kind that shapes lives without asking for thanks.